At Starbound, we tell stories the human way. Not with artificial voices. Not with empty noise. But with something older. Something real. So before we begin, drop a quick hello in the comments and tell me where you're watching from. Because out there, in a universe this vast, it matters that you're here. My name is General G. Let's begin. Planet Ash is a mistake. A broken world orbiting a dying red star, its surface cracked like shattered glass, its skies forever burning in shades of crimson and black. It was never meant to support life. And yet, it does. In the Galactic Index, Ash is classified as a Class 11 death world. Just one step below total sterilization. The kind of place scientists study from a distance. The kind of place explorers avoid. The kind of place civilizations never touch. The atmosphere alone should have been enough. Thick with sulfur, metallic particulates, and corrosive compounds, the very air tears at unprotected lungs. Breathing it is not survival. It is surrender. And then there are the storms. They don't come and go. They live. Endless electrical tempests crawl across the surface, lightning striking the ground millions of times each day, not randomly, but in violent, chaotic patterns that seem almost intentional. Winds scream across the plains at speeds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour. Structures are not built to last here. They are built to endure, briefly. Temperatures fluctuate without warning. In one region, heat rises high enough to soften steel. In another, the cold freezes carbon dioxide directly into solid crystals that fall like razor-edged snow. To exist on Ash is to endure every extreme a planet can offer. Often, all in the same day. And yet, the environment is not the worst of it. Because Ash is alive. The creatures that evolved here are not merely dangerous. They are efficient. Every organism is shaped by relentless pressure. No wasted motion. No excess weakness.
Predators track by heat, vibration, and electromagnetic shifts. Prey species evolve armor harder than alloys. Some lifeforms regenerate. Others hunt in coordinated packs. All of them are lethal. For thousands of years, the galaxy observed Ash from afar. A perfect example of a world where life exists. But intelligence does not. Because intelligence requires stability. It requires cooperation. It requires time. Ash allows none of these things. And then, humans arrived. At first, the galaxy assumed it was a mistake. A navigation error. A desperate evacuation gone wrong. No species would willingly choose a world like Ash. No species. Except one. Humans did not land in peace. They crashed. A colony vessel, damaged beyond repair, forced down through toxic clouds and electrical storms. Most did not survive the descent. Those who did woke up in hell. The first year was not colonization. It was survival. Shelters failed. Equipment corroded. Food supplies ran out. The storms tore apart anything left exposed. And the creatures learned quickly. They learned that humans were soft. Slow. Unadapted. Easy prey. And for a time, they were right. But humans are not defined by where they begin. They are defined by what they refuse to become. They studied the storms. Tracked their patterns. Built underground. Not out of fear. But out of necessity. They learned to filter the air. To harvest toxins and turn them into fuel. To reinforce their bodies with layered protection. Not just armor. But systems. Each failure was not an ending. It was data. Each loss was not defeat. It was instruction. Years passed. Then decades. Then generations. The humans who survived Ash were no longer the same as those who arrived. They adapted not through evolution alone. But through will. Through engineering. Through relentless, stubborn refusal to die. Cities rose beneath the surface. Shielded from storms. Anchored deep into the fractured crust. Above ground, structures became temporary by design. Flexible. Replaceable. Sacrificial. Because on ash, permanence is weakness. The creatures adapted too. They always do. Predators grew bolder. Stronger. Smarter. But this time, they were not the only hunters learning. Humans studied them. Mapped them. Understood them. And then, they fought back. Not recklessly. Not blindly. But precisely. Weapons were not designed for power alone. They were designed for efficiency. For survival. For control. The balance shifted. Slowly. Then all at once. Where once humans hid from the storms, they began to walk through them. Where once they feared the predators, they began to track them. Where once ash was a death sentence, it became a proving ground. The galaxy noticed. Signals began to emerge from the planet. Structured. Intentional. Not a distress call. Not a warning. A statement. We are still here. Exploration vessels returned. Carefully. Cautiously. What they found was not what they expected. Ash had not become safer. It had become human. Cities pulsed with energy beneath the surface. Storm-hardened outposts dotted the wastelands. Transport systems moved through lightning fields with calculated precision. And the humans? They walked the surface without hesitation. Clad in armor designed not just to protect, but to thrive. They had done the impossible. They had not changed the planet, they had changed themselves. And in doing so, they changed the definition of survival. Now, Ash stands as something else entirely. Not just a death world, but a monument. A reminder that intelligence does not require comfort. That civilization does not require peace. That survival is not the end goal. Growth is, because on planet Ash, death did not win. It did not even remain the same. It was studied, understood, challenged. And in the end, it evolved. If you made it this far, you're exactly the kind of human this story is about. So don't forget to subscribe. Because here at Starbound, we don't just tell stories. We remind you what it means to survive. And more importantly, what it means to refuse extinction.